back to my childhood, I remember that at a certain point, I don't know when, obviously, but I remember having a conversation with my dad where he was like, you need to understand that people aren't always going to be happy with you, and that's okay. Like, people aren't always going to like you. They may not always love you even, and that's fine. And I think he probably brought that up because he started noticing that I had very big people-pleasing tendencies. And I was probably like 6, 7 at this point, but I would do anything and everything to make sure that people in any given room that I was in liked me. And don't know where it came from. Haven't gone that deep in therapy to figure that out yet, so stay tuned to find out. But I just know that people pleasing was a very big part of like my life growing up, and that's, yeah, I think it shaped a big part of who I am. And there's a couple things that I wish people told me back then, and I know my dad tried talking to a 6-year-old about feelings and people pleasing, and watch how that goes. Obviously, there were some things that like couldn't get through to me at that time, but now one thing that I wish I knew then, if I could have comprehended it, is that people aren't always going to like you, like my dad said, but not just that, it's actually bad if everybody likes you, because then that means you're doing nothing for you. For example, I don't like everyone. And that's no shade to them. That's no shade to, you know, the people that I don't particularly like. We just don't happen to gel, because guess what? Every human is made differently. And so for the people pleasing girls, that's one thing that if I could, you know, say to anybody would be the fact that like you're never going to be liked by everyone, because everyone is different. So the moment you're actually liked by everyone, first of all, you have no personality. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're actually a shapeshifter, because in order for 100 people, 100 unique people to like the same thing, that thing has to be able to bend to the individuality of each person. But simultaneously, if you're liked by 100 people in a given room or whatever, that means you had to bend to fit the likes and the little quirks and the little things that each person notices in order, you know, to please them all. And at that point, you cease to be you. It's not even possible. And I think that was something that, you know, obviously 6-year-old me, 7-year-old me, whatever, was hard to understand for her. But the older I grew, it's something that I wish I knew before I, you know, did all the things of bending over backwards just for someone else. However, now, I wish, oh, we're not allowed to say that word on here. I wish someone would try, because there's a lot more that I've learned. So that's one thing that I would say to people pleasers, if I could, that you actually can't be liked by everyone, and that's a good thing, because people are all different. But anyways, going deep